All right, hello everyone. How's it going? My name's Levi Thompson, and today we're going to be talking about blockchain in Greece. Also, giving you some worldwide examples, giving you some applications for practical use, things like that. So, the first thing we should get into is what is blockchain? Blockchain is a cryptocurrency, the Blockchain Explorer service, as well as a cryptocurrency wallet and an exchange supporting all Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. So what is Bitcoin? It's probably the next question following that. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that has recently exploded, jumping hundreds of times in price in just the last few years. It's really took off now. Um, so it's easy to understand by someone who is taking the time to learn it. It has a lot of intricacies, but if you're sitting down and you're trying to understand blockchain, it shouldn't be no problem at all. So the next one is who is using blockchain? Blockchain and really all cryptocurrencies in general are being used by independent traders throughout the world as an alternate to currency. It's almost like, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but it's almost like a stock market where you put a certain amount of money in and you get a certain amount of material back. However, that material's prices can sway up and down per day. So, you could put in a lump sum a few days or a few months back, and then today it's worth a lot more or a lot less. It's up and down. It provides users and traders with another form of currency. Some people are using it as an alternate to our main currency, the United States dollar. Some people are saying, like, a lot of conspiracy theorists, things like that, are thinking that within the next 30 or 40 years, the US dollar will be worthless, so we should put it into something like Bitcoin. You can find a lot of people in your personal life that's traded personally. I know a lot of people. I'm sure you've heard about it, and you know a lot of people as well. Where is blockchain being used? Blockchain is hosted on an internet domain, but if you're talking about the application, it can be used everywhere. A lot of profitable countries are finding uses for this type of cryptocurrency. A lot of people are allowing actual trades to go down with the item being traded for cryptocurrency and then just sort of liquidating it into cash. The most interesting part of blockchain for me personally would have to be the fluctuation of prices. It's interesting to see just how much Bitcoin changes per day, how fast it goes up, how fast it goes down. The prices can drop hundreds of dollars in a few days. It's always interesting. Me, myself, I'm not invested in Bitcoin. I don't have any. But just looking at how volatile the prices can be is amazing to watch. So the next question would be, why do you use blockchain and cryptocurrency? I once again chose to focus on Amazon as they are the largest market. So it would be all four of these qualifications would be exemplified better with the largest company. So the strength, it would expand your customer base. A lot of people who are large into investments, you could open up payments allowing cryptocurrency, and they could pay for their items off the Amazon market using cryptocurrency. So it helps both parties out. The weaknesses, it's still very new. So, your everyday person doesn't have a lot of money invested into cryptocurrency. They're not using blockchain, anything like that. And the market is very unpredictable. So you can't really predict what it's going to look like in a few years' time. An opportunity for Amazon, there could be another potential boom period in cryptocurrency that we had a few years ago where the prices were astronomically high and a lot of people are hearing about it for the first time. But that also leads me to a threat, which could be an inevitable crash in cryptocurrency, meaning it goes back down to those prices we saw 10 years ago where you could, trade cryptocurrency for a few dollars. To ask when would be a proper usage of cryptocurrency and blockchain, it can be used almost everywhere. As like I said earlier in the presentation, it's almost like a stock market type of investment where you can put the funds in and you can monitor the changes in the market daily, and whenever it's time to withdraw or time to transfer, anything like that, you should know when you need to do that. So that goes back to what I said earlier about having that stock market knowledge and knowing when to follow trends and things like that. But if you're smart with it, I would say there's no large potential downsides to cryptocurrency that you couldn't see coming. So how would I use this to apply for my SDGs in my country? I think with blockchain's technology, you could open up so many things when it comes to universal trade. Things like the dollar exchange wouldn't matter when you're putting all of the two different nations or three different nations' currencies into something online hosted, like blockchain. I think it helps in the sense that you could give these nations Bitcoin, and depending on how the market goes, it could be a way better investment than any sort of material funds. Just depending, like I said, it's all depending on the change in the market. So I'm going to end the presentation today with true truths and a lie. The first one would have to be is cryptocurrency used to be available for less than $1 just a few years ago in the early 2000s, things like that. You used to be able to get it dirt cheap because no one knew what it was. It was super underground. The Dallas Mavericks accepted Bitcoin payment in their stadium starting last year. The NBA basketball team is accepting even like concession things. If you want to go buy a jersey from the shop, you can pay in Bitcoin. If you want to go get nachos and a drink at halftime, you can pay that in Bitcoin. So it's showing the advancement we see all over the world, not just online trading. And then the last one is Bitcoin has been predicted to be on a downward spiral, and it should just be abandoned and gave up on. It was we tried it, it didn't work, we should give up, something like that. So I'd like to thank all you guys for listening. I hope you learned a lot from this, and I hope you guys have a great day.